Dave Sullivan here for the Credit Guy TV. I actually found the credit equivalent of a unicorn. Let me show you what that looks like.
I've seen this before. One trade line, and they actually have scores, and actually 614 and 721. Pretty interesting that they're that far apart, but there is a reason, and the reason is one of the repositories, Equifax, is actually reporting this as 4 times 90 days past due. So it looks like it occurred quite a while ago, prior to 2 years ago, but that's the difference. So 4 90 days past due result in over 100 points, right? 2 years ago, but still in effect on the credit score, pretty severe. This is the only trade line, and they actually got 721, but that 721 does not reflect these 4 late dates. They're only being reflected from Equifax. So what we did was we had the borrower contact DTE Energy in this case, and they agreed to remove these from the account, the reporting. So that's what we have over here. We now have 724 as the high score. 721 is now the middle or the low score because TransUnion does not have that trade line reported. As you can see over here, there's no TU. So long history, one account, 700 scores. I kind of think that's why the head fake is going on with the variety of credit. I really think that if you have good credit history, you don't need a variety of credit. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is the fact that this is a DTE Energy, and it's actually listed as an installment type of an account. I kind of disagree with that classification, but I think it was done to minimize the impact on the scoring model that the DTE Energy account provides. So again, high balance, these both have 0 balance on them too. So if you have one installment open active paid down to 0, you can still have high scores.
So as you can see, you don't need a good mix of credit necessarily to have a high score. Now if there were other trade lines in there with some derogatory or things like that, maybe variety of credit would be more important. But when you hear people quote, you need a good mix of credit for a high score, that's not exactly true. And I really think it's a head fake by FICO. I don't blame them for trying to give people something to do to try and get a high credit score. But you don't necessarily need a mix of credit to get a high score, as I just showed you. All right, so with a little bit of me, we're going to change the credit industry. Thank you.